San Antonio and Wembanyama last night whooped the Mavs. Now, first of all, when we all did, I think on Full Panel Friday, we all did our Western Conference predictions. And I think we had obviously OKC number 1. We had maybe the Rockets number 2, and maybe I can't remember who we had number 3. It wasn't Denver. I think I had Denver number 4. Number 3, I think I may have had maybe Minnesota. And then an afterthought was San Antonio. They're just not ready, right? We ain't seen Wemby play the whole second half of the season because his injury. So out of sight, out of mind. And then even when he was playing, he was settling for threes and jump shots and trying to play like a guard. And it was just like my critique of him, even when we did the top 10 players currently in the league, I was okay with Wemby being outside the top 5. You know what I mean? So, and now obviously he got so much potential. He can be number 1. But that comes with a change of mind. Stop trying to be a guard. Stop trying to be Steph Curry, right? Realize that you're 7'4", at least 7'5", maybe, right? They got him listed at 7'6", right? But realize you're the biggest, baddest apex predator out there. You just got to act like it, And I mean, you're a symbol before he got his roar, right? But once you realize that you're a freaking lion, then it'll be different. And that's why I didn't expect too much from him in San Antonio. But last night he showed us something different. He showed us that he's ready, right? He showed us, I am gonna go to the hole. He got so many dunks last night, and that's what he should have been doing. He looks stronger. He looks more mature mentally. He looks sure of himself. He looked like he knows exactly what he want to do. And he got some pieces around him that's willing to ball out too. Rookies, second-year players, and then that De'Aaron Fox didn't even play last night. So he made everybody look bad. I mean, it was supposed to have been a coming out party for the number 1 draft pick, Cooper Flag. It's supposed to have been a coming out party for the Mavs. AD's healthy. He couldn't do nothing. Like Wemby was the only thing worth watching last night. Unreal. I mean, he pump fakes PJ Washington. First of all, PJ Washington, he was on an elbow in the high post and turned for a pump fake. PJ Washington, even if you jump, you can't block 7'6" with his outstretched arms shooting a jump shot. So don't jump. The fact that you went for a pump fake on a 7'6" guy at the elbow is embarrassing. So he pump faked him, go by on one dribble, here come the help a little bit late, and AD got a swipe on him, and this dude rocked the cradle, reversed it, and dunked it, and I don't even think he jumped. I ain't never seen a reverse dunk and your feet still on the ground. He had at least one foot on the ground, dog. It was nasty, right? And got the and one with it, right? So the dude is playing unbelievable. He went and trained with some Shaolin monks, shaved his head bald this summer. He went and did work with Hakeem. He was just doing a lot of soul searching and training all summer long, and looked like this dude is primed and ready to go all 82 games, be first team all defense, first team all NBA, and probably the MVP as well. And it looked like this he might be ready to put the Spurs in the playoffs. I don't know how far up the ladder there go, but this ain't a non-playoff team the way he's playing, right? So Hakeem Olajuwon spoke about him because he did do that training with him. He was on First Things First with Chris Broussard and Nick Wright. And Hakeem was asked some questions about him and how it came about that Wemby asked him to train.
So with Wemby, when you asked him, what are you trying to accomplish? What did he say, and what'd you work at him with him?
Because when we met at the Final Four, and he emphasized that he wanted to work out with me. And the first thing I said, Wemby, you got everything. And I thought he was kidding, but it was serious. And my first question to him, what are you trying to accomplish? Then he said, just launch my game just let's work on every aspect of the game. So I told him, maybe you have the freedom, you can play 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So there's no limitation in your ability. So it was so great working out with him because we work on outside game, inside, and also how to leverage his height when those smaller guys are pushing him off the box. Instead of fighting them in the post, you just face up, you can shoot over them all day, spin off. So it was so great to work out with someone like this because it's amazing his talent and how easy he gets things done.
Yeah.
So I like Hakeem. Well, first of all, they asked him, how did this come about, man? How did he contact you and get you to train him? And he said we met at the Final Four, and he was shocked that Wemby asked him to train because he's thinking in hit like, Wemby, you got everything. Like, you got the footwork, you agile, you got the size, you got the touch, you can shoot, you can dribble it, you can post up, you got hooks, you got turnaround, you got fadeaway. Like, you really want me to train you? And, he was like, yeah. So first of all, that's a great compliment from Hakeem, because obviously he trained Kobe and he didn't never say Kobe had it all. He probably felt like it's something I can show Kobe, and he probably did. But for him, that's a huge compliment from someone who trained Kobe, LeBron, and Dwight to say, I didn't even see a need for me to train you. You got everything. Right. So, but they did anyway. He asked him what he wanted to do. And to be honest with you, I think a change in your mind was needed. He needed to go talk to the greats. I mean, he even trained with Garnett, but because Garnett, first of all, he's still in great shape. Right. So, and he was very famous for getting up every morning, 5 a.m, and run the sand dunes. Like wherever he trained at during the summer, there was a beach, and he ran barefooted on the sand, which is tougher than just running on flat ground. Like, you got the sand for your resistance, and it's a huge deal. Like, training in the sand is like a real deal. And he was doing that. Like, that's what Garnett was doing during his playing days, training on that beach. I think when he got to Boston, I think he had Paul Pierce and maybe Ray Allen the first year. I think maybe he had more than teammates in that, but they trained with him. And that happens a lot. You get to a team and you with another great player, and like, hey, look, I got this type of work ethic. I want this to rub off on you, man. Come train with me here. Come train with me there. So, but Wemby went to train with Garnett as well. And there was pictures of him on the sand with Garnett. And I think they was running bleachers as well. Like, so he's telling him the importance of training your body and having your body be strong, which is smart by Wemby, because he's going to another long 7-foot, long, skinny person. I'm skinny, I'm wiry, I'm long, I'm athletic. He went to go talk to him. What do you do and why? So he's doing what Kobe was doing. Seeking out all of these guys is great at one thing and picking their brains so he can take some of that and put it in his toolbox. Right? He went to talk to Gary Payton about defense, even though Kobe was already a good defender, almost a great defender. But he still picked Gary Payton's brain about it. He picked Jerry West's brain. Of course, that's a Laker legend. But he went to the Boston Celtics great and picked Bill Russell's brain. He picked Michael Jordan's brain. You know what I mean? So this is what Wemby's doing. He went and picked Garnett's brain on his workout regimen. Then he go and pick Hakeem's brain about his post approach. And talking to both of those dudes, I'm thinking you're going to go away with a mentality that's needed to complete the mission that we know you can complete on the basketball court, which has been an MVP and taking your team to the mountaintop, right? So, man, the way he came out and playing against a great big like AD and saying, I want to take it to you, I want to get to the rim as much as possible. I'm not settling for threes and jump shots. I'm still going to take a couple of them, but I'm not settling anymore. That's huge. That's big time. That's huge. That's big time. Dude went off 40 points, 15 rebounds, blocks all over the place, man. Oh, man, some of these blocks was crazy. The alley-oops he was getting, and now his teammates understand what to do with him. And you got a 7-foot dude. If you ever on a fast break and he seals, the best option is to just lob it up there to him if it's one person down there. Even if it's two people, throw it up. Just give him the opportunity. Give him the chance. Man, this is going to be good. But let's keep it on Hakeem, though. Let's keep it on Hakeem. Because Hakeem was actually, he was asked a couple of more things, right? He was actually asked about his choice of who the greatest of all time is. Very funny. As a matter of fact, before we get to that, one more soundbite from Hakeem. One more.
I've said, Hakeem, I think he has the potential to be the greatest player ever. What do you see as the ceiling for him?
I mean, first of all, today's game is encouraged for a big guy to go outside, to shoot threes, to handle the ball, to post up. And he's the ideal icon for that kind of style basketball. He handles the ball so well, and he can shoot the ball so well. He has the agility, the movement naturally, and the most important, he's willing to learn and to improve. So I don't see any ceiling. The sky is the ceiling. I mean, he can do whatever he wants on the floor.
Do you?
So he said, "What's his ceiling for him?" You know what I mean? He didn't say the ceiling was a go, but he basically said there's no ceiling for him. Like, dude can do everything. So the sky's the limit as far as skill set. So the only thing that's left is can he stay healthy, and is he going to have that dog in him to want to be whatever his ceiling is. On the other side of the house with the Mavs, of course, Kyrie Irving's not there, so of course they're going to look better when Kyrie gets there. But this experiment that's on the screen, what Mr. Aggie is talking about, Flag ain't no point guard. No, he's not a point guard, right? He's not. And I understand Jason Kidd wanna, because I think when he first got drafted, there was like, what is your plans for Flag? And he said, man, I want to make him uncomfortable. I want to push him to the limits. He said, we about to see what he looks like at point guard. That's what he said on draft night. So this ain't no surprise. J Kidd said he wanted to do it, and I didn't mind it at all, based on the people he had on the floor with him. But you got a better option with that. So as far as starting him at point guard, you can still challenge him and have him play point guard, but not be the starter at it. Because I think D'Lo would have served a better purpose last night, starting at point guard than Coop would have been. Right. So I think eventually J Kidd will probably see that. He's got to figure out a way to do it without making it seem like he took the point guard from him, and that might be detrimental to his ego. And then it might look a certain way to the outside, and then outside noise might start to creep in to what they got going in the locker room. So at some point, he's got to figure out a way where we're going to slide him to the 3 and we'll start D'Lo. But you can come in, I can take D'Lo out with 5 minutes left in the first quarter, and then you can slide down to the point and run some point. But I think the better option, is to have D'Lo start, because he's a more vet and he ready, he ready for it, right? So I think that's the best option for them. But the Mavs will be all right. They'll be all right. I like that defense. And I like once Cooper get acclimated and get comfortable and stuff like that. I like what he can bring to the table as well.